Have you heard of Sashiko? Sashiko stitching is a Japanese technique that has been around for years that is a hand stitch where you skip every other stitch and it looks absolutely gorgeous on whatever project you're working on. The Baby Lock Sashiko machine does that for you. You'll notice there's not a top thread, it is only a bobbin thread. And with that bobbin thread, it takes it up and puts it over the top of your fabric so it looks like you hand stitched without having to use a monofilament thread or anything like that. It makes it nice and easy. So they do this because it is a bobbin only system, and in the door there's a quick little cheat sheet showing you how to load it correctly, which is really nice. But you're able to customize some of the things that you can do on it. So you can customize your stitch width or stitch length and the space between the stitches so that you can do that. Now there's lots of techniques that you can do with it as well. And the techniques are things such as couching, you can do quilting, and it's beautiful for decorative top stitching. And there's a plethora of other reasons why you can do this too. So I'm going to show you what some of those techniques look like. So I've already couched a little bit here, but I want to show you how easy it is. So I've got just a regular weight yarn here. I pull it up, I tuck it to the other side of the needle. I step on the gas just briefly, so it does a 1.5 stitches. Lift it up, come back over, foot down. Here we go. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more. Last one. And then I can raise my needle. Here we go. Bring it over here. And now I've got this really cool looking couching technique that I can put on the front of a dress. I can do it as home decor. I can really change it into something new. So I love that the look kind of looks wavy as you couch as well. It's a totally different technique than what I usually see on my sewing machine at home or even my embroidery machine, which is pretty cool. I love embellishing as much as I possibly can. So I'm gonna put that aside. And the next thing I've got is I do have a little quilt square. So a lot of people will use Sashiko to quilt their quilt squares. So I'm gonna put this down, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and let the machine do its job. And you can hear how quickly it even sews, which is fantastic. And there we go. I've got a beautiful roll of Sashiko quilting on this little quilt square. So you can see in between each stitch there's a little bit of a space. I can change that over here using these dials. So right now I'm at about 2.5. If I wanted it bigger, I can go all the way up to 5. And then that way my stitches would look a little bit further apart. Same thing with the size of the stitch length. I can change the size of these stitches. So these are a little bit bigger with the smaller space in between. I can completely change that look as well. The last thing you can do with the Sashiko machine is that you can actually embellish any top stitching that you're doing. So, of course, I've got a garment here that's not quite assembled, but when I'm done with it, what I plan to do is I'm going to top stitch here. I'm going to top stitch on the sleeve here, and I'm going to make it look beautiful with Sashiko stitching. What's nice too is that you can put a plethora of different threads in that bobbin area. You can put metallic thread, you can put your standard embroidery thread, you can put sewing thread. It really is a gorgeous technique. So I really hope that you have some fun creative ideas to use with the Sashiko machine. You guys know the drill. Let us know if you have any ideas. We'd love to hear them. And I hope you enjoy using this machine.